Okay, let's read Hosea 9 and 1. I'll warn you ahead of time, it's a bit of a rough one. Rejoice not, O Israel, for joy as other people, for thou hast gone a whoring from thy God. Now, my concern, which I really hope I'm wrong on this, please let me be wrong on this, but I am concerned that my country has become like ancient Israel and left God, the real God, for false gods, the God of self, the God of celebrity worship, the God of greed. I'm not talking about ambition, but I'm talking about greed. And it looks like I missed the very last part of that verse, so let me read again. Rejoice not, O Israel, for joy as other people, for thou hast gone a whoring from thy God. Thou hast loved a reward upon every corn floor. It's not a good thing to put everything else before God. I know people have to work and things come up, but is it on purpose or not? You know what I'm trying to say? Are we putting everything before God? Do we have to work every church service? And are we worshiping the almighty dollar? And I'm not talking about making enough money to live on, because I know in our modern society, we need money. Even if you own your own land anymore, you have to have money to pay the taxes on it. At least ways where I live, you gotta pay taxes. So I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about, are you so anxious for the next dollar that you ignore everything else? That you ignore God? That you throw your ethics out the window? Will you steal, kill, and everything else to get that next dollar? Do you love evil more than good? Those are things that concern me. And I'm not expecting us all to be perfect. I mean, we are human. Every now and then we're going to have a stupid thought or something. But are we trying to do right? Do we pray? Do we ever pray? Do we ever fellowship with other godly people? Do we ever read the Word? Do we go out and live riotous and crazy? Bar hop on every church night, or bar hop in general? Do we have to? I don't see where we have to do that. Which, my personal view, we really don't need to be consuming alcohol, but that's a separate subject, I guess. Are we living riotously? Are we fornicating all the time, or committing adultery all the time? That kind of stuff. Are we ignoring every commandment of God? That's what I'm concerned about with my country. And I really hope I'm wrong. I know we do have some good people in this country. I mean, I go to a church with good people. But it seems like a lot of those in leadership are doing evil. Hopefully not as bad as I think. If you are living wrong, if you are trying to, live like the devil, if you're not trying to live for God and you're living like the devil, please change your way. Maybe you ought to read a few verses to let folks know what happens when we go a whoring from the real God and go to committing spiritual adultery. On verse 2 it says, the floor of the winepress shall not feed them, and the new wine shall fail in her. They shall not dwell in the Lord's land. But Ephraim shall return to Egypt, and they shall eat unclean things in Assyria. Those are just a few things. So maybe all of us, every one of us, should consider, are we trying to do right? I'm sure there's room for improvement in everybody, but are we trying? And myself, I find since when I pray more, I seem to do better. Anyway, that's my thought on things. So thanks for watching. Good night and God bless.